buddhi prakasham mumukshurvai sharanam prapatye. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Katubhyo Vamshirshibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyaha Sarvopaplavarahita Prajnanagana Pratyagartho Brahmaivahamasmi Brahmaivahamasmi. Vedantarth Vibhasakaya Gurave Shantaయ Sannyasine Nanavani Nagendra Sanghapavaye Yogindra Vandyaya Cha Mohadvanta Divakaraya Bhagavatpadamidham Bibrate Tasmai Bhashyakute Namostu Satatam Purnaya Bodhatmane. Sarvatantra Swatantraya Sadatma Vedine Srimate Shankararyaya Vedanta Gurave Namaha. Yovatirna ihacharya Rupena Yatinam Mude Srimannarayanam Vande Tam Harim Karuna Nirim Mananakhyam Prakaranam Vasudeva Yatishwarai Rachitam Vistarenatya Sangrahena Prakashyate. Balanam Upakaraya Mama Vijnana Siddhaye Tatra Shri Balagopala Krishna Sannito Kavedo. Given the fact that the Lakshana of Atma is said as to be Satchidananda, now every word of the composite word, compound word Satchidananda is now taken for discussion. The word Satchidananda is composed of three independent words. Sat, Chid, and Ananda. Now, Ananda is being discussed over here as what is the Lakshana of Ananda, as what can be called as the defining characteristic of Ananda. Once when you have this kind of a definition, the possibility that it can be misunderstood is reduced to almost zero. And therefore, we experience Sukham. But we are not able to understand nature of Atma as Ananda. And therefore now, there is a need to see what exactly can be called as Ananda. Itaha Paramanandasya Dukkhasya cha Vailakshanyam Uchyate. Now, not only that Ananda Lakshanam we have to see, but we have to see its Vailakshanyam too. You understand, right? The Viruddha Lakshanatvam of from Dukkham. But Swamiji, how can people mistake Sukham for Dukkham? We do. We do. We are infatuated with the Vishayas. And therefore, we strive for the Vishayas. But when those Vishayas come, one is disillusioned. And as a result, now that object doesn't hold that allurement like how it was before. Therefore, in fact, it may even turn sour, and then you want, oh my God, I want to get rid of this. Also may happen. Therefore, that what you had thought of as sukham, later on, you only say it is dukkha. There's a young men and women get married. So, so she, in the beginning, before they're married, she thinks, oh my God, this boy has such a humorous nature. He's very funny. He makes me laugh. After marriage, then she really gets worked up with all his jokes. And then she tells him, for heaven's sake, keep quiet. You know, when other people, guests come, मेरी बेइज्जती मत करो. Don't crack your jokes. And so you got married because you thought that this man was humorous and he can keep you happy and entertained. But later on, you discover that it has got a nuisance value. She feels irritated with those jokes. You know, so I was staying with one family somewhere in MP, and this man then was telling me some jokes. The whole family was there, the sons, the daughter-in-laws, the grandchildren, and everyone. Were big gathering. And this man kept on telling the joke. I was maybe listening to it for the first time, and because it's a foreigner, I had to laugh. So I laughed at that joke. But his wife and children, everybody looking just like that. So then he must have felt something. So he looked at his wife. हाँ क्यों अच्छा नहीं है? So the wife said, every time you tell the same joke, how many times we will laugh? You see, you see. So the same things later on. So you what you call as sukham, you only have turned its definition now. It's as dukkham, and therefore the possibility that we have misunderstood sukham and we have understood dukkham as sukham cannot be denied. Even in this book also, the author has given one example. So there is one laborer who is toiling very hard in scorching sun. Hmm. And the back is scorched, burnt, and he is digging or whatever he is working in the sun. But he is happily singing, he is drenched in sweat, but he is whistling and singing a song. Then something so torturous, how can that be seen as entertaining by someone? Then this fellow says, because in the evening, when I will be paid, I can drink my body. Now The evening body is making him happy, and even that dukkham also looks sukham for him. You understand? So therefore, Vailakshanyam needs to be seen. So Swamiji, Sukham is Sukham, Dukkham is Dukkham. Yeah, Sukham is Sukham, Dukkham is Dukkham. But what when you have misunderstood each other for each other? And therefore, now we require to understand Vailakshanyam. Okay, can you hear me? Yeah. So therefore, now the question comes, Ananda Lakshanam Kim? No, he's not asking what is Ananda, what is Lakshanam. Because once you have Lakshanam, the object is Karatala Amlakavat. Okay. A cow may be there in front of you, but if you do not know what is the Lakshanam of cow, in spite of seeing that Pashu, you will not know it is cow. Though the Pramanas are functioning and showing you a particular Pashu of that shape, yet because you do not know it is cow, what will happen? You will not know that it is cow. Because you do not have the Lakshana. And therefore, in order for the knowledge to take place, what you require is Lakshanam and Pramanam, both together. Therefore, we have our cardinal Vakyam, Lakshana Pramanabhyam Vastu Siddhi. Okay? How does an object Siddhi means becomes evident? Just through Lakshana and Pramana. Ananda is there, but because you do not know, now the Lakshana of Ananda, so we want experience. Experience is all okay. Experience is there. There is no dearth of experience. There is no experience possible without Ahamasmi. Isn't it? Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti. Every experience has to have the platform of Ahamasmi first. And this Aham is Ananda Rupa, but you do not know, and hence it is not available. So therefore, not experience. It is what? Knowing. Atma is Brahman, even in the Avidya Dasha. And when you are going to say, I want to experience something, that experience simply means that it is knowing, but knowing without any obstacle. Yes. Now, experience means that it is aparoksha jnanam. You generally what you mean by experience is aparoksha jnanam. That aparoksha jnanam implies that it is basically knowledge, but knowledge without any vyavadhanam. Okay, Unni? Now also you know there is Paris and there is Eiffel Tower. But this knowledge now is such that you are going to say, I know, but I have not experienced. So you one day land there in Paris, and then you say, Eiffel Tower. Okay, in front of it. Now you see this Eiffel Tower. Now you say, I know because it is my experience. Now this knowing over here and knowing in the earlier case, what is the difference? The difference is that in the earlier case also you knew Eiffel Tower, now also you know Eiffel Tower, but the difference is In the previous case, knowing had an obstacle of desha and kal. Okay, Sundaram. There is Vyavadhanam. Vyavadhanam means
experiencing.
hmm?
Ex experiencing.
Obstacles.
Obstacles. Oh, sorry.
Obstacle.
Obstacles.
Hmm. There's an obstacle. That's all. Now, when you have landed there, Deshakala is a Vyavadhanam. When you go to
Yes.
Paris, is Deshakala Vyavadhanam?
No, you are there.
So now that when Vyavadhanam is not there, Eiffel Tower. Now, what is that knowledge? Experience. Hmm? So, what finally you need is knowledge only. And knowledge only is called as an experience when that knowledge does not have any obstacle in it. There is no Vyavadhanam in its womb. That knowledge is called as experience. Therefore, those people who are saying that we need experience and we don't need knowledge, to them, namaskar. Okay? To them, what do we offer? Namaskar from distance. Because what you need knowledge only, and in that knowledge, you need clarity. Lack of clarity, which results as samshaya and viparyaya, which is the obstacle over here. There can be various types of obstacles, correct? Desha and kala is an obstacle like that. There are other pratibandhas also or not. There can be other pratibandhas. Now you go to Paris. Okay. You go to Paris and you wanted, but then somebody has tied your, what do they call, blindfolded you. Are you able to experience Eiffel Tower going to Paris? This fellow went to Paris, Eiffel Tower. And even before he landed, he had a heart attack. So instead of seeing the Eiffel Tower, now he's seeing only the ceiling of the hospital. So he is in Paris. Now Deshakahala is not the Vyavadhanam, but is he able to see? No. So there can be various obstacles, correct? So there can be various obstacles. You have to identify what the obstacle is and accordingly take care to remove it. So over here, Atma is, this is what is the nature of Atma. Ahamasmi, Atma is Brahman. So the experience that I am is already there. You don't have to bring any experience. Ahamasmi is the experience that is always there. And this Aham only is Brahman, and that is what is to be understood. Therefore, some new experience is not to be had. Ahamasmi, which is now, how is this Ahamasmi experience? Because it is fret with that pratibandha of samshaya, viparyaya, etc., sambhavana, etc., that is only to be removed. When that is removed, Ahamasmi itself is seen as that Aham is limitless. And this world of objects with limitations is what only an appearance in this consciousness that I have. That's all. And therefore, those who are saying that we don't need knowledge and all that, they are what? Vaishakhananda. उनको दूर से ही नमस्कार. Why? Because They are dushman of knowledge. If you are dushman of knowledge, then whose mitra are you? Of ignorance.
Agyana Vigya.
So now this fellow who is in love with ignorance, now why will we go to him? Durataha. Huh? So what we need is lakshanam, and knowledge means that you will understand something. How vastu siddhi? Lakshana pramana abhyam vastu siddhi. क्या बोली थी? वस्तु सिद्धि. Anu, okay? So the only person who is, that's why is Vishuddha, Shankaracharya. Jnanadevatu Kaivalyam. That's it. So Ananda Lakshanam Kim iti chet, if this is your question, Nirupadhika, Niratishayam, Yad Sukham, Sa Anandaha. Okay. What is basically Ananda? So there are some people who have got this very, very vichitra explanation. And this is not in tandem resonance with Shastra. They say Ananda is different, Sukham is different. You must have also heard some people say this. Paramatma is Ananda Roop, beyond Sukham and Dukkham. Yeah, you heard or not? But what is Ananda? Yat Sukham. Sukham only is Ananda. But when Sukham is called as Ananda, when it is Nirupadhikam, Niratishayam, Yat Sukham, Sa Ananda. Because you cannot desire something which is absolutely unknown, isn't it? What you know is Sukham. You have eaten a Rasgulla, Sukham. One day you come home tired, your wife talks to you very nicely, Sukham. And then your children for change, when you come home, they get up and ask, Father, will you take some water? What is that? Sukham. So, otherwise, they may even message you on phone, do you want water? He's sitting in front. So, Sukham is known. You cannot desire something which is totally unknown. Rule. So tomorrow I wake up and I tell you, you start desiring chim chim chup. You know what is? Tomorrow morning, will you start saying, Bhaskar, I want chim chim chup because Swamiji said we should have chim chim chup. If you don't know, I mean, at least the chim chim chup name comes to me because there is a song in Hindi. I can't even think of a name. Devise a name. Totally unknown. Vanu, you say Sundaram. So, Now you are told, have desire for moksha, which is what? Niratishaya, ananda, paramananda. What is ananda? Hey, ananda is something beyond come and come. And what is your range of experience? Only Sukham and Dukkham. You don't know what is Anand. But you are told desire this Paramatma. What? How are you going to do that? So that's why it will remain only as what? Some name, a useless thing. Hey, you see only. So those were saying, oh no, that what is Indriya Janyam is Sukham. And Paramatma is beyond Indriyas. And therefore, you have to see Shankaracharya's Bhashya. He says, this Atma is not sarvatha avishayaha. ध्यान देना इस पे. What Bhaskar Bhashyakar Bhagavan says, this Atma is not sarvatha avishayaha. Is the vishayaha of aham pratyaya. Ahamasmi. And then what you mean, aham is there, but then also mixed up with it is deha, prana, etc. Also you keep on saying. When you are going to say I, then you are going to add a verb. And seeing, not seeing, okay? Seeing means some fellow from Punjab. Seeing, S-E-E-I-N-G. Okay. What happens? Seeing is the function of the eyes, and therefore, I am seeing means what? You have equated I and EYE as one. So you are making a spelling mistake. That is just uppercase I and EYE, I. Hey, Uni, see? Seeing is the function of I or I. Of the eyes. But that is what Chakshurindriya is taken for eye. So that's why ahamasmi, that pratyaya, aham pratyaya is there. Sarvatha avishaya ast. Okay? Remember this. That's why those who are saying that this Paramatma is totally unknowable, that this is their language of all mysticism and other useless things. Totally unknowable. Not unknowable. Unknown. Upanishad says what? Pratibodha viditam. Parameshwara is known in every experience. No experience of yours is empty of Parameshwara. Now, irrespective of what experience Sukham or Dukkham, Parameshwara is already there. So now, what is Anandaha? Otherwise, that Ananda will only remain a word, empty word. An empty word without a corresponding object is what? Alikam. It is not even mithya. What is it? Likam. Lik. Alikam. Alika is the Buddhist word for Vandhyaputra, etc. Word is there, but is there an object for that word? If that word goes anywhere to be associated with, to correspond to an object, will there be an object to be associated with the word Vandhyaputra? And that is the reason why. How is it? Alikam. Mithya is not alikam. Ah. And so Anandaha, if you are going to say is beyond all this, beyond all this comment and that is not going to work. Sukham only. But how is this Sukham? Yat Sukham sa Ananda. Sukham sa Ananda. But now you have to say, then I'm eating apple, that is our Ananda or what? This is no. That though it is Ananda, but how is it? Now your Sukham is limited to apple. So now there is an upadhi, a condition. Sukham of what? So then somebody wanted to get married. Why are you getting married? Swamiji, you will not understand. The joy of becoming a father. They went to that Shemrapur, that fellow, with runny nose and all, comes and calls you, Papa, Papa. What a joy, what a joy. He rubs all his nose and everything on you. Then maybe that is a joy of becoming a father. So now you have joy. So why are you not happy now? Swamiji, that joy. So now you have associated a condition or not? Huh? There is a condition. So I ask this, are you not happy now? So you say, I'm happy, everything. These people from Punjab, they come, Punjab, Haryana, all farmers and all, they come twice a year, they come. Then in that whole group of 100 people, always there are bound to be 7, 8 people like this. Swamiji, ek puta, one grandson. I said, why you don't have grandchildren? Swamiji, hai, ladkiyan hain. एक भाई चाहिए ना रक्षाबंधन के लिए. Then half of the boys, that Rakshabandhan boys, half of them are what now infiltration of this drugs and all this is so rapid. गांजा फूट रहा है. आप क्या चिलिम को राखी बांधोगे? So you see, joy of becoming father, that joy is a condition or not. You are sukhi even now, but you want sukham, more sukham. Look at that. You want more sukham, and you want sukham with a different condition. Aupadhikam. How will it be that sukham is? Aupadhikam. Eating apple and becoming sick. Oh, there is joy of eating mango. In mango season, what you are eating apple? पागल हो गया क्या? You're eating apple in mango season. Bhaskar? In America, you find mangoes through the year. You go to the shops. What are they called? Those Walmart and what other things? Some other thing is there also. And they have mangoes running throughout the year. You eat that mango, you really don't understand that this is mango or some whatever. But we have to call it mango. Okay. Sukham. And so it is aupadhikam. Then So now you have eaten mango. Why do you want to eat something else? Mango ice cream. Now you have eaten mango. Now what next? Mango ice cream. But you already are happy. Why? Oh, Swamiji, more happiness. Hmm. So that means the earlier happiness was Satishaya, limited. How was it? And therefore there is always a possibility of Atishaya in it. There is a possibility of increasing. So, but is there a possibility in infinity to be increased? Can you increase or decrease infinity, Bhaskar, plus and minus? Does plus and minus hold any significance? It can hold significance to a figure, to any figure, but will it hold any significance to infinity? So that Sukham, which does not have any possibility of Atishaya, is called as Niratishaya. Okay. So how is this Sukham? Sukham you already have. Nirupadhikam, unconditional. Oh, you should love me unconditionally. This itself is a condition. Will you love me even when I become old? So one man fell in love because he thought this woman had very beautiful set of teeth. She asked why? Because your smile is so nice. I'm in love with that. Beautiful when you smile. You feel like jasmine flowers. So she took away the danger. Take it. Aupadikam. This is all aupadikam. So sukham, same sukham, when there is no upadhi to it, where there is no, which is not satishaya, that sukham is called as ananda. Sukham you know. But now how do you know sukham? Sukham of apple, banana, and mango, and son, and wife, and money, and so on and so forth. But sukham, and the sukham that you are seeing is satishaya. But when that same sukham, when there is no condition, there is no atishaya to it, it is called, that itself is
Niradishaya. Niradishaya.
is ananda. And that's why they have employed word ananda to it. So it is not different. Then why are you giving a different name? So that it becomes clear to you that there is no atishaya or any upadhi over there. Okay. Then dukkha lakshanam kiviti chet. What is dukkham? If this is your question, here is the answer. Pratikulataya vedaniyatvam. That what is known, experienced as not conducive is called as dukkham. Okay, that what is not conducive. Pratikulataya vedaniyatvam. Doesn't agree, doesn't become acceptable. That's why whatever that the wife cooks, and if the husband says, this is good, but not like my mother's, that means she sees that there is some element in my cooking which he finds as yet not acceptable. So she is irritated because she is done. For him, it is still in some degree pratikulattvena vedaniya. Okay? And that's why she says, you are so difficult to be pleased. Nothing that I make you like, because nothing is to the standard of your mother. So go and live with your mother, only she will cook and feed. So pratikulataya vedaniyatvam is dukkha. One definition. One more definition, which is even more poignant, and that is itarecha adhinecha vishaya bhinnatve sati dvesha vishayatvam va. Okay, that va means, because whatever was said before, the author feels that that definition still needs some parishkar, some refinement, distillment, distillation, distillation. Okay. So he says, what is it? How is this definition? Itarecha adhinecha vishaya bhinnatve sati dvesha vishayatvam va. So now this definition is in two parts. There are two parts to it. So look at the second part first. Dvesha vishayatvam. It is how an object of your dvesha, dislike. Can suggest a different word. Dislike, put it that presently. That should do. Hatred means of dislike of an extreme nature. You may dislike something, but not necessarily that you hate it. If you hate something, you will not tolerate it at all. Then, in the olden days, this son-in-law, on his first visit to their in-laws, son-in-law is coming for the first time. So what? All pomp and various food and things are cooked. So this fellow goes, but before he leaves his own town, one of his relatives tell him, look here, when they give food, What you don't like comes in the plate. Eat that and finish it first. Huh? Eat that and finish it first. So this fellow did not like the taro leaf vegetable. Have you eaten taro? What is it called in Tamil? No, you don't know. अरवी के पत्ते,
Chamber.
elephant ears. हाँ, हाँ, ना, ना, ना.
Colocasia. Chamber. Colocasia. Not colocasia.
Some shape
So
type,
elephant ears.
something same.
So that way, I personally I love. But any which way, because I'm not a son-in-law, so not a problem for me. So that vegetable, and it was served. He said, "I will enjoy the rest of the food because there are 10 more items." So when it was served, and he first gulped it down. The mother-in-law saw, oh, he liked it so much. Another bowl of that. So after 4 or 5 bowls of it, finishing that, somebody, in the guests sitting in the Pankti asked, how many brothers are you? So this one said, we will be 4 if I am saved from this vegetable. You dislike something, but it is not hatred. Hatred means you cannot absolutely tolerate it. So, Sundaram, I can hear everything. So, so Dvesha Vishayatvam is the one part of that definition. It is the Vishaya, object of dislike. Dvesha Vishayatvam. Then, sometimes some medicines can give you sukham. Okay. But you dislike it. So, Dvesha Vishayatvam, just because you dislike it, this disliking can overspill even into Sukha Sadhanam. So, you need to fortify the definition. You have to fortify the definition. मेरा ताई कळलं का काय झालं सुख साधनत्वामध्ये अतिव्याप्ती होते. What is happening? Ativyapti is taking place, overspilling is taking place in Sukha Sadhanatvam also. You know that, this injection is going to give me relief, but taking an injection is something. We had one girl from Italy come and stay, and she fell sick. Then some people from the ashram, of course, took her to the doctor. And then the doctor said, you have to take injection. Now, there is this 20, 22, whatever age here. And in that doctor's clinic, there was a tamasha. This lady, woman of 22 years, howling and crying because the doctor is filling the injection. So you see, she knows that this medicine, if I have to, get an immediate relief, the medicine should be given in directly into the bloodstream will work faster and better than orally taking it. Sukha sadhanam is there, but there is hatred towards that. Therefore, if you are going to say what is dukkham is only dvesha vishayatvam, then in this definition, what happens? There is what? Adivyapti taking place in sukha sadhana. So, and therefore now you need to fortify this definition. Okay, I will just complete this line and then I thought actually I'll complete this chapter today. Itare cha dhine cha. Dukkham is there. What is itara from dukkham? Abhanu? Mic lagao.
हाँ गुरु हाँ स्वामी जी
Dukkham is one. What is the other than dukkham?
सुखम
Sukham. So by the word itara, what will you take? Sukham.
सुखेच्छा
Sukham. Then itarecha यहाँ पे है. ये गणेश जी के पास चाबी है, देना स्वामी जी को. So now by the word itara you understand sukham. Then itarecha will mean sukhecha. Then it will mean sukhecha adhina. Why are you desiring the ice cream? Because ice cream will make me. So basically there is desire for happiness. Desire for happiness, okay, generates the desire for ice cream. So itarecha adhinecha. So now the second ichha, what is the vishaya of this ichha? Ice cream. You understand? Vishaya bhinnatve. Now, other than this, so by giving this part of the definition, what did we do? That sukha sadhanatvam was segregated and dvesha vishayatvam va. So itarecha dhinecha vishaya bhinnatve sati dvesha vishayatvam dukkha lakshanam. Thus you now have dukkha lakshanam with you. Okay. So sukham and sukha sadhanam is no longer covered or overshadowed by dukkham. Okay. You may not like it, but you don't call it dukkham. Sukha sadhanas. You, No, not same. Itarech, go by parts of the definition. What is itara? Sukham. Itar from dukkham is sukham. So by the word itara, what do you understand?
Sukham.
Sukham. So itarecha will mean sukhecha. Sukhecha adhina. So the second ichha which is coming is adhina, is controlled by sukhecha. So what is the ichha which is controlled by sukhecha? Ichha for ice cream.
Hmm.
So now the second ichha is controlled by sukhecha. Why are you wanting ice cream? Because I want happiness. Got it? So itarecha adhina ichha vishayatvam. And what is the vishaya of the second ichha?
Ice cream.
Which is sukhasadhanam, which is not sukham, but it is
Suksadhanam.
sukhasadhanam. Okay? Bhinnatve sati. So something that is other than this vishaya. Dvesha vishayat. Dvesha vishayatvam va is called as dukham. Got it? So neither sukham nor sukhasadhanam is called as dukham, but that which is other than this and which is dvesha vishaya, an object of dislike, is called as dukham. Then there was one great poetess from Maharashtra. She came absolutely illiterate woman, but her poetry is filled with wisdom, and the wisdom has come from the daily experiences, from low caste and all that. What beautiful! So, Bahinabai.
Bhinabai.
So her one thing is Are samsara samsara आधी जशी जसा तवा चुली आधी हाताला चटके तवा मिळते भाकर. So she says, how is this samsara? This samsara is like the tawa, the pan on fire, hot. But, and when they lay the, not dosa, there is bhakri, another kind of chapati, which is not rolled, but it is, flattened with hand. And then it is taken on in one hand like that, and then laid on the tawa. And then with little water, and it has to be all like that. You know what I mean? So now when the woman is doing this, her hand often gets, because the tawa is hot. So when you are going to lay on that, the steam that will rise is going to burn the hands. But she says that without we burning our hands, how will you get your food? Isn't it? So adhi hatala chatke tawa milte bhakar. And that is, her language is very rustic, but great things. So what are you complaining about in life? If you are not willing to take the dukkham, then you don't even desire, then you don't even deserve to be sukhi. That's what she has to, the convict thing is. So there is sukha sadhanam. Sukham is there and there is sukha sadhanam. Sukha sadhanam is not desired for sukha sadhanam. Sukha sadhanam is desired for sukham. So the desire for sukham controls the desire for sukha sadhanam. Okay? Tad bhinnatve sati. Other than this ichha. And simultaneously it is dvesha vishayatvam. Okay, this is called as Dukkham. All right, I think we are done for the day. Enough. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Shankaracharya Keshavam Bhadarayanam Sutra Bhashkritam Vande Bhagavato Punaha Punaha Ishvaro Pratmeti Murtibheda Bhagine Vyomavadvyaptadehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you very much.
Very good. Hari Om.